Hi, I'm Chef Eric Crowley and I own the Culinary Classroom. With my busy schedule, I often eat at work. So when I get a chance to cook at home, it's something really easy and delicious like my smooth steamed salmon. To make my smooth steamed salmon, I'll need some salmon fillets. Boneless and skinless are going to be really important. Have your butcher take the skin off. Make sure all the bones are removed. I'll need some white wine, a small amount to cover the bottom of the pan, or a lot if that's your thing. Some lemon slices, some chopped up dill, and my smooth spice blend. I want to take my salmon fillets and get them really nicely coated with my smooth spice blend. Don't be afraid to be very generous with this. Again, it's a robust flavor without a lot of heat. I'm gonna sprinkle this very generously on top of the salmon fillets, and I'll even press it in and even flip the salmon fillets on over and get some more on the other side. There we are. Oh, I just smell that spice from my fingertips. It smells absolutely tremendous. While I'm doing this, one of the things that you'll notice is that the salmon has this darker colored flesh where the skin used to be. You definitely want to turn these pieces over, get it into the pan with the skin side down, or where the skin used to be. So when it winds up cooking and you take it on out, put it onto the plate, you have a really beautiful salmon fillet to look at. Once I have my salmon really well coated with my smooth spice blend, it's time to get it into the pan. Once I start to cook this, I'm going to be about 10 minutes away from serving, so it's very quick. Nice big wide pan, very important. I want to have the fish to be able to be spread out. I don't want them all really touching together. Lay down my fish fillets, get a nice little space in between, just like that. Now, I'm going to add in some white wine. I'm looking for enough liquid to come up about 1/8 of an inch up the side of the pan, so I can add in some water if I wanted, or maybe even a little bit more wine. Some lemon slices. Sometimes I'll put the lemon slices right on top of the fish, or you can take the lemon slices and set them off to the side. Either way will wind up working beautifully. And some fresh dill. I'll sprinkle that all over. And we're ready to cook. Put it right onto the stove, and we're going to start to get a high heat into the pan. And what I'm looking for as I start to heat it up, so I'm looking for bubbles coming up all around the rim of the pan, and even a little bit of bubbling on the inside. Start it off on a high heat in order to get the bubbling to start to appear very quickly. Then we're going to start to lower the heat. And I want to maintain just a little bit of bubbling right inside the pan. I am going to cover it at this point, so it's important that when you do cover the pan, the temperature inside is going to increase. You may want to check it after a couple of minutes. When you do check it, looking for some little bubbles coming up from the bottom of the pan. If anything is really fast and furious, then you got to lower the heat. You're actually too high. Here we go. A little bit of bubbling. Cover that guy on up. Maybe lower that heat just a touch. Let it cook like this for 5 minutes. Periodically check it on out. Make sure you got some really nice bubbling like that. That's beautiful. Nothing more vigorous than that. Cover it back up again. 5 minutes at this kind of a simmering rate. Take it off the heat. Keep it covered away from the burner for another 5 minutes. And that's it. It's done. I'll show you how to check the flake of the fish, make sure that it's done to your liking, and then we're going to serve it up. I can't wait. It smells fantastic. So about 5 minutes has passed. I'm uncovering the pan, looking for a really nice simmer like this. A little bit of bubbling. If I wind up taking a paring knife and get right into the center of the fillet, you can clearly see the fish is still really rare on the inside. That's when you want to turn off the heat, leave it in the pan, cover it back up again, wait another 5 minutes. It'll actually continue to cook inside the pan, and it'll be fantastic. So 5 additional minutes has elapsed. 5 minutes cooking, 5 minutes just staying in the pan. For a total of 10 minutes, we're ready to go. Do the great uncover. Got some beautiful salmon here. You might even notice a little bit of white coagulation, some little protein deposits. That's a great sign that the fish is done. Take a paring knife, get right into the center of the fish fillet, and peel it back, and you'll see the fish just peels right off in a big piece just like that. That's beautiful. And that's it. That's how you can tell when it's done. Take it on out of the pan with a spatula and put it onto my smooth pasta with vegetables, and you've got dinner. Now that my salmon is done, I take it out of the pan, let it cool off for a little bit, about 30 seconds or so, on a nice clean plate, and I'm ready to set it up and serve it with my smooth steamed vegetables. Look at that beautiful fish. Just take a little spatula and slide it right on out. You could even put the fish at a little bit of an angle just to make a little bit more eye appeal for the guest. Take some dill sprigs, since we had some dill inside the pan for cooking. This will actually add a little color to the dish. Have it contrast with that white plate. Here we are, ready to go. Smooth steamed salmon with my smooth pasta and vegetables. For more tips and videos, go to my website, culinaryclassroom.com, or subscribe to my YouTube channel, Culinary Classroom. I'll see you soon.